How is it that the identity that you have of yourself is what people think about you and not particularly what you have come to discover about your own uniqueness? And so you have that pop up question in your heart of how really can I discover myself? I brought you answers today. Hi, welcome. My name is Goodness and I'm your journaling buddy. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome. And if you're meeting me for the first time, welcome. I'm glad that you're here. I'm Goodness and I'm your journaling buddy. I share insight about journaling and how it's a superpower for you to win on your journey. In today's video, I will be sharing self-discovery prompts that could aid your journaling. Particularly, the goal is that you use the superpower of journaling to aid self-discovery. You being aware of yourself, you coming to know yourself, you experiencing and understanding the uniqueness in your person so that you could maximize it and fulfill everything that has been scripted for you from the very beginning. Okay, let's get right into it. I said already that I'll be sharing prompts. And let me explain what prompts are. Prompts are sort of questions or questions that helps you to start off journaling, because sometimes the challenge is I really do not know what to journal about, or I don't even know how to start to journal, or maybe I don't even know what to write. And that's what prompt does. It just asks you a question or say something that just, okay, I think I could write about this, or I could journal about this, right? And so that's what prompts could do or help you on your journaling experience. Okay, so today's prompt is specific to helping you discover who you are. Because truthfully, we only are to the extent that we know of ourselves. What I mean by that is it is to the extent that you've come to understand your uniqueness and your unique wiring that you are able to live the best of yourself and fulfill your entire potential as God has deposited in you. So, the very first journaling prompt for self discovery I will be sharing with you in this video is you asking the question of what are the three things that you're grateful for in your life? You really want to be reflective about this and just look at your life from an awesome perspective to say, what are the things I'm grateful for in my life thus far, right? I've lived how many decades. What are those things that I'm grateful for that is happening in my life or that happened in my life? And doing this and writing them down would help you be aware of what is working in your life or what worked in your life, right? That you could replicate, or that could be like a fuel, just fueling your fire to get better and do better things with your life. Second journaling prompt for self-discovery would be you asking the question of what have I learned today? I totally love this one because I used it from when I was way younger, like really, I think a teenager. When I was a teenager, I wrote it in a paper with pen, of course, pen and paper, and placed it somewhere by my bedside. Some other times it was by my shelf or on my shelf, right? And every time my eyes hit that paper, I did just reflect of, okay, what did I learn today, right? What's that one thing that I learned today? Just thinking through and trying to recall the events and occurrence or experiences I had that day gives me something to write about, and secondly brings me closer to being aware of who I am. So, oh, I learned this, oh, I learned that, oh, I learned this new way of saying this or of doing this, right? You're even adding value to yourself, and it's really going to make sense on the long run of how you've come to be aware of yourself and even being in your own journey. Number three journaling prompt I do want to share with you is you asking the question of who are the three significant people that currently influences me. I'll take that again. Who are the three significant people that currently influences me? it's been proven that you are not better than the company that you keep. You would over time look like the company that you keep. And so you want to ask that question of, who are the persons that actually influence me? Just think about it and write it down. Oh, I'm influenced by J, B, and C, and this is what I'm learning from them, or these are the things that I'm imbibing from them. Or it even gives you insight into who you can become and say, okay, this person is this way and that person is this way. It gives you insight of who you can become and helps you say, okay, I think this is negative or this one is positive, right? And should you have negative company or you're influenced by negative people, you're quick to change it. It's not like after years you now realize that, oh, I was under a bad influence and I did not know. That won't be the case because you're aware of your journey and you're present in your own life. You're able to quickly want to change any negative influence or company that you're currently keeping, right? And switch things to have a better life. Number 4 journaling prompts I want to share here would be you asking the question of, how do I feel today? One thing about all of these prompts, right, including the ones I've shared and the ones I'm yet to share, is that they will pull you to journal. So there is no questions of, what do I journal? You always have something to journal by using these prompts, right? So yes, let's dive into you asking the question of, how do you feel today? Just seated where you are or lying down, should you be laid down, and asking, how do I feel? What are the emotions that I feel currently? Am I tired? Am I confused? Am I overwhelmed? Am I joyous? Am I elated? Am I excited? Whatever emotion that you feel at that specific time, you want to journal that, you want to write it, right? And just scribble it in your journal. Doing this, you are being aware of your emotions, and do not just stop there. Go further to ask, why do I feel this way? By asking, oh, I feel joyous because this happened today, or I feel joyous because I got this kind of news. I feel joyous because this is happening in my life. Whatever it is, and whether you're stressed, pissed off, overwhelmed, whatever it is that you emotions that you feel at that time, you also should write it down and write why. Why you're doing this is so that you can prevent the things that make you feel overwhelmed or know how to address them, while you're able to foil the things that keeps you joyous and productive and positive, so that you can use it as a leverage, sort of a strength for the days coming. Number 5 journaling prompts that I do want to share with you is you stating 5 things that you love about yourself. This is quite different from the very first one that speaks to the things that you're grateful for. This one speaks to 5 things that you love about yourself. It could be your physique, it could be your character, it could be something people have highlighted to you and say, oh, I love that about you. Oh, I love how you do this. I love how you do that. It could be any part of your body, anything, right? But just be able to state 5 things that you love about yourself, right? Being aware of the things you love helps you pay attention to the things you love and the things you don't. That way, you're able to strengthen those things you love while you work on those things you don't love about yourself. That's again you being aware of yourself, you understanding your unique wiring. If you don't ask these questions, you will not get the answers. So, yes, I use this prompt to ask the right questions. State 5 things you love about yourself and let it give you insight into who you are and who you are becoming. Number 6 journaling prompt I do want to share with you is you asking the question of, what did I accomplish today? Yes. For gangs that love to have to-do lists, right? Or state out things they want to do in each day. Beautiful for you. This is a very good one. And should you not have that, don't start to judge or scold yourself that you are irrelevant. No, you are not. Or you are not doing well. No, you are not. Don't do that. You are, rather. Don't start to judge yourself or feel bad that, oh, how come I don't have? And should you not have, please, you should start to have so that you can stay productive. However, let's address this particular prompt as to you asking what you've accomplished today. You want to state that out. How did my 24 hours go? This is how you do not waste your life, because um every passing day is a time spent that cannot be regained, right? And so you want to ask, what did I accomplish? What significant thing did I do today? Right? By asking that question, sometimes you might want to tell a story. There is no way you will not journal. Yes, there's just something to journal. And by so doing, whether you're telling a story or you're writing in phrases or whether it's in paragraphs you want to journal that day, whichever one, right? One thing that you would reckon with is what your accomplishments are, and you able to tell how you accomplished that thing. What fueled my fire? And should you have not accomplished anything that day, you should also state it. I didn't accomplish anything today, and that happened because, yeah, and life happens to anybody. People could be grieving or be going through tough seasons in their life that they feel quite unproductive and they don't feel like they're maximizing their time. If that's your case, journaling too helps you, right? You want to also state, oh, I felt this way today and I couldn't accomplish anything significant, and tell the story to yourself in your journal why that happened, right? When you reckon or accept who you are gradually making progress to understanding your entire uniqueness. Of course, remember I said it's a progressive, it's a progressive approach. Sorry, right? You're coming to just know that, okay, this is who I am. When this happens, this could happen, and so you're able to prevent things that could forestall your progress through the course of your life's journey. The next journaling prompt I did share is you asking the question of what happened today. Yeah. So in this one, you want to maybe tell a story. What's one thing that happened today? How should I have responded? Maybe it happened between you and your boss, you and your sibling, your parents and yourself, your significant other, whoever, right? You want to ask that question of what happened today. And it might not be someone you know, it could be with a stranger, it could be anything, any occurrence that is significant that you could highlight that involved you, right? And the way you responded. Oh, probably shouldn't have responded so calmly. Maybe I should have been a little bit harsh. Or no, I shouldn't have been a little bit harsh. I should probably have just been calm, or maybe approach it better and just ask questions, or responded in a very um non-challenging way. You're not trying to challenge or defend yourself. Just respond in the way that you should, calmly, not allowing banter or an argument to ensure whatever it is. You recalling that experience helps you to be aware of your emotions, right? You're now aware that, okay, subsequently, when it comes to instances like this, I should not respond this way, or I should respond this way. That puts you in the know, and you have made progress in discovering yourself that way. The next, I think, which is the eighth prompt that I'm sharing with you in this video, is you stating the negative beliefs that you have about yourself. We all have this one somehow. Maybe because um, maybe you didn't have a great childhood. Maybe your childhood was somehow. Maybe you had statements said to you that really didn't describe who you are, but are stuck to you, and you've come to believe that this is who you are, right? You want to state that down, right? Just, what are my negative beliefs about myself? How do I see myself, and why do I see myself this way? Right? Why do I believe this about myself? What are my negative beliefs? You want to state that down, whether they are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You want to write them down. Why you're doing this is you're accepting that you believe this about yourself, and you know what next step to take, and so that you change the narrative, begin to recondition your subconscious so that you can live a life that is productive and positive. And so you're aware of a negative belief of yourself. You want to okay, so how do I start to believe differently? What could I start to apply? And one thing that works all of the time is you starting to change your confession about yourself, right? Your affirmations about yourself has to start to change. That's one of the many ways to change your beliefs, your negative beliefs about yourself, right? You start to affirm yourself in a positive way, in a different way, over and over and over and over again, right? Confronting that thought, confronting that beliefs. And over time, you're able to recondition your subconscious to believe positively who you are and the person that you were designed for. The ninth prompt would be you asking the question of, why do I find this difficult? So should you be in a fix, or should you be challenged with something, or experiencing one form of challenge or the other? Whether it's minute, whether it's major, you want to ask the question of, why do I find this difficult? Because sometimes the challenges that we face in our everyday life are not just external, some are internal, and they are because we do not understand our unique wiring, the way we have been formed, the way we are, and so that we can approach certain challenges in certain ways. So you're able to even state what your strengths are. You're able to state what your strengths are because you now know what your strengths are and you know what your weaknesses are. Yeah, okay, I'm finding this difficult because I'm not this kind of person. So probably I should look for an external assistant, someone else to do it for me, or someone else I could partner with to get it done, right? Other than stay in a fix for too long when you do not have the answers. And some other times it is that you have the answers, you just don't know how to pull it out. And so you asking the question of, why do I find this difficult? Why is it so easy for everybody and it's difficult for me? And I will give an instance. It could be you not being a very creative person, but when it comes to intellectual matters, maybe academics, you're just so good, like you're delivering, you're very good with academics. So when it comes to crafts, skills, or craftsmanship skills, all of those things, you're just like, let me just read the book, right? And should you now put in a space where you have to learn a skill or something related to that, and you find it difficult to assimilate, you could say, okay, I'm not this kind of person, I'm good with the books, right? And should you need external assistance, because yes, we can all grow, we all have to grow, we can learn anything we put our mind to. That you're this kind of person doesn't mean that you cannot change, or you cannot grow or change your mindset to help you assimilate that other thing, right? So it might just take longer, but of course it's something that you could do. Yeah, so the very last prompt for self-discovery that I would share here with you is you asking the question of, who inspires you, or what inspires you? So let me ask you, what inspires you? Who are the persons that inspires you? So whether I say what or whether I say who, um, you should state and be aware of those persons or those things that inspires you to be a better person, inspires you not to give up on your journey, inspires you to get going, inspires you not to let go, right? Whoever and whatever it is, you want to state that down. Why? You would reckon that days where you are falling or straying away, you are quickly able to say that, oh, I am motivated when I hear this person. And it could be, yeah, I'm just so motivated when I listen to goodness, when I just get to her channel and listening to her, I'm just so inspired and like, yeah. I want to get that done, right? So it could be anybody, it could be anything. Just be able to put your hands on it to say that these are the things that inspires me and these are the people that inspires me. By so doing, you know where to draw your strength, and two, you give yourself a picture of a future that you want to live in, right? You give yourself an insight into who you want to live or who you want to become, sorry, right? And so yes, stating those persons that inspire you just keeps you aware and keeps you of going in your own life's journey, right? And all of this are possible because you are able to mindfully journal using all of this prompts. So I've shared 10 prompts. You could use any of them, you could use all of them, depends on you. And this would also aid your consistency for persons who say that really I want to be consistent with journaling, but sometimes I don't know what to journal. Yes, these are prompts that you could use days when you don't know what to journal, right? Just come on here, pick one or two or three prompts, and it would set you off on your journaling experience for that day. I trust that this video has been very beneficial. If there are other prompts that you think others should know, please leave in the comment section. And at this point, I want to ask you to please like, share, comment, and let that person know, let that friend know, let that relative know about the channel, and come learn all of these things you have just learned. So give this video a thumbs up, and remember to subscribe and join the family so that you are aware when new videos go up, and so that it gets to other people too, right? The more you engage, the more it reaches other persons. Yes, till I come your way again in my next video, I remain goodness, your journaling buddy. Bye.